guide the wills under the New Mexico sun, as he shares the warmth with the story begun.
Under golden skies, the tales take flight. Yorkie's ready with a sparkle in his eyes. Fantasy, sci-fi, or a modern twist, each tale's a treasure, none to be missed. From rolling hills to haunted towns, epic quests where legends abound. Heroes rise or stumble and fall, but Yorkie's here to see it all. With each new game, a door swings wide. Step through with Yorkie as your guide. Join Yorkie's afternoon adventures, where stories grow and danger fades. Laughs and thrills at every turn, an adventure where we'll all return. Point-and-click tales where puzzles unfold, episodic journeys with stories bold. Visual novels rich with choice, F&B scenes where actors voice. Role-playing quests where fates entwine, strategy games with plots that shine. Narrative games where the plot runs deep. In Yorkie's stream, the stories leap. No matter the genre, the tale's the key. In Yorkie's world, it's all about the story. Join Yorkie's afternoon adventures, where stories grow and danger fades. Laughs and thrills at every turn, an adventure where we'll all return.
Yorkie's afternoon adventures, where stories grow and danger fade.
Laughs and thrills at every turn, an adventure where we'll all return. Pulling and lost to mysteries grand, to moral choices that guide your hand. Political intrigue or personal strife, the games explore the depths of life. From epic battles to a quiet chat, these stories cover all of that. In Yorkie's stream, the topics range. Each adventure brings something strange. With every theme, new doors ignite. In Yorkie's world, the tales take flight. Join Yorkie's afternoon adventures, where stories grow and danger fades. Laughs and thrills at every turn, an adventure where we'll all return. As each tale ends, a vote takes place on his YouTube community page. The viewers decide what's next in line for the tales we'll share in this grand design. From epic quests to quiet nights, we'll find new ways to reach new heights. Yorkie's here, so don't delay. Another adventure's on its way. With every vote, a new game begins. In Yorkie's world, adventure wins. Join Yorkie's afternoon adventures, where stories grow and danger fades. Laughs and thrills at every turn, an adventure where we'll all return. Through every twist, through every turn, there's so much more we've yet to learn. In every choice, in every path, there's magic found in every laugh. The stories weave, the moments blend. With Yorkie here, the fun won't end. The journey's long, the road's not straight, but side by side we'll celebrate. With every game, new bonds are made. Characters live where memories fade. Journeys shared, both near and far. These tales connect us like a guiding star. In every choice, in every play, new paths are forged along the way. So join us now, the time is near for another adventure full of cheer. In Yorkie's hands, the stories shine. Adventure waits for all in line. Join Yorkie's afternoon adventures, where stories grow and danger fades. Laughs and thrills at every turn, an adventure where we'll all return. So join us again, don't miss a beat. Yorkie's channel is the place to meet. With stories fresh and games so bright, we'll chase the day into the night.
Gather round, brave souls, and hear the tale of the Lindra moon song, a hero through and through. Welcome to her journey, in the light and in the shade, in wrath of the righteous, where the winds of freedom play. The world wand opens and demons rise. Darkness spreads through crimson skies. In the chaos, hope is hard to find, but the Lindra stands with it, an unyielding mind. Through fire and chains, she'll make her way, to push back the night, to bring the day. She's a beacon in the night, guided by the stars' light. With bow in hand, she'll stand her ground. Her courage fierce, her aim profound. In every shot, the darkness fades. Lindra's courage never afraid. The Lindra roams where the wild winds call, a child of twilight where shadows fall. The open road has been her guide, with Desna's dreams always by her side. But now she's drawn to a greater fight, to defend the world from the endless night. For freedom's call, she'll always fight, her spirit soaring to the height. With bow in hand, she'll stand her ground. Her courage fierce, her aim profound. In every shot, the darkness fades. Lindra's courage never fades. In Keonan's woods, her skill took flight, harnessing earth and the winds of night. Her arrows strike with nature's grace, a storm within no foe can face. With every shot, she holds the line, her spirit strong, her aim divine. Her power flows from earth and sky, she strikes where shadows die. With bow in hand, she'll stand her ground. Her courage fierce, her aim profound. In every shot, the darkness fades. Lindra's courage never afraid. Even the lone need a helping hand. Allies gather, together they stand. Sealer's shield, embers gentle light, land steady aim in the endless fight. With friends beside her, she faces the tide. In their unity, the darkness is denied. With allies strong, her strength ignites. Together they turn the tides. With bow in hand she'll stand her ground. Her courage fierce, her aim profound. In every shot the darkness fades. Calendra's courage never fades. Oh Yorkie, can you guide her through in the paths of chaos where the winds blew? Will you lead her true as the battles rage, or lose her in the abyssal stage? Her eyes now turn to the mythic call, the Azata's light, to rise or fall. She'll chase her fate through fire and sky. With Desna's blessing she'll learn to fly. Her journey long, but she won't back down. She'll wear the stars like a hero's crown. Her fate entwined with stars above. She'll rise on wings of love. With bow in hand she'll stand her ground. Her courage fierce, her aim profound. In every shot the darkness fades. Calendra's courage never afraid. Oh Yorkie, can you guide her through in the paths of chaos where the winds blow? Will you lead her true as the battles rage, or lose her in the abyssal stage? Her eyes now turn to the mythic call, the Azata's light, to rise or fall. She'll chase her fate through fire and sky. With Desna's blessing she'll learn to fly. So journey long back down as her story flows, through battles fought and the winds that blow. Yorkie's afternoon adventures, don't miss a beat, for Thalindra's tale is far from complete. Come back soon, for the journey's long, and see where the winds will take Moonsong. Her story's just begun, there's more to see in the light of the stars, where she'll always be free.
Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here, welcoming you back to the afternoon adventures. Cheers. For that somewhat slower narrative experience. And right now we're returning to the CRPG Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. With our heroine, Thalindra. Heartfelt, kinetic sharpshooter, in love with the concept of Azatas, freedom-loving, chaotic good, you name it. Right now, we've just saved this lot from a cellar that they were buried in. See what they got to say for themselves. Grandma Gretland, the director. No, look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretland, theatre director, and these are the members of my company. Granny, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props for the malevolent leech performance. The one Tina made. It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I put paid to that daft idea, the dwarf says indignantly. Oh, I've seen your show, says Ember. You are very funny, especially your play where the woman slowly climbs on the chair while singing and then falls off again. Amber claps her hands in delight. Well, it is actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, it represents a tower of rock rising above the raging sea like a finger of a giant. And the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below. Just like I showed her 100 times! I'm glad you liked it. What were you doing down there? We were rehearsing. Our art distracts us from fear and panic. Dwarf waves the ladle emphatically, doing a fair impression of a conductor. Can you get somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to our basement in the next street. That's where Lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with Lambkin around. Lambkin? Lambkin, says the dwarf readily. Our male lead, he'll protect us. Don't worry. We know what we're doing. Your male lead will protect you from demons. Okay. I have to go. Thank you again for rescuing a stranger. Today you did a great service for Endeavian culture. I'm not sure about that. And perhaps the culture of old Galarian. You will certainly be remembered in future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theatre. Although, you know, a theatre of outtakes could be fun.
So exciting!
There is that.
Save the last one for me.
Well, they're racing in, aren't they? Get out of there.
Away, you rascal!
Missed it. Camellia, give yourself a boost, why don't you? These ghouls.
Wide open.
You can't race it, okay. Well then, let's just go get this one.
Without risk.
Lan.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Nice one, Sealer. Still two left. Nice one, Camellia.
Surrender or else. Your time is over.
Oh, come on, you can't keep rolling that low.
The spirits demand your blood.
The light take you.
That's one down.
You won't survive me.
You were so right, Lan. Well done.
With grace.
That looks like it might be dangerous.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what's over here first. So sweet it is to kill. Well, they're having a go. Didn't work too good, did it? Oh dear. Well, he's done. Try some acid. Lan, you want to have a go at one of these? Hang on, is it Lan? Yes, it is.
Endure this.
Ember, get yourself forward and have a shot.
For apologies.
That's one down. Get over here, Eddie Sealer. You're gonna have to go down and get them. You too, Camellia. Oh, you can't. Interesting. You can,
Every
apparently.
strike count.
I'll hit you!
Ah, slam down.
Stand down.
That was a nice whack.
The inheritor, guide my
You missed.
blade.
Come on. Come on, Camellia. You can't quite reach them, can you? Alright.
I'll remove this obstacle.
No, you won't.
You crossed the wrong
There you go.
mongrel.
What else do we have? There's a zombie down there. Let's have a look at other stuff first. Can you pick that for me?
I am helpful.
You can.
Am I not?
Bit of gold. And what do we have here?
I did it! It
Grey
happens
grey hair,
sometimes.
ashen skin. This person fell prey to a Nabasu. This demon sucks out the very life essence from its victims and transforms them into ghouls. Hang on. Oh, there's nothing over here then. Oh. Back this way. Nope, we can't get any further. Oh, we can go up here. Who's that? Oh, he's helping himself. A short, hooded figure is poking about some bodies lying in the middle of the street. The stranger drags the first body off the road, respectfully props it against a wall and places the corpse's hand on its chest. The figure then freezes as if hesitating, and you see him reach out his hand toward the golden amulet that hangs around the corpse's neck. He jerks his hand back, hesitates and reaches out again. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? The stranger almost jumps out of his skin and his hood falls open from his head. Under a mop of red curls, a round halfling face looks up at you. Oh, I thought you were demons. Good day to you, good lady. Sealer's eyes lift in apparent surprise. Curl? Is that you? The halfling looks up at Sealer and smiles broadly. Oh, Lady Sealer, you're alive. Thank goodness me. This is the second bit of good news on an otherwise lousy day. What's the first bit of good news? Stick around and see for yourself. Sealer, do you know this person? Meet Rimvi, better known as Curl. He hails from Canabris and he fights the in the Condemned. He's one of a kind, a rogue with a heart of gold. Sealer smiles and adds a little more seriously. Curl, it's probably none of my business, but you should ask yourself if what you're about to do is right. What's he gonna do, Sealer? Steal from the dead? We've been doing that every step of the way. Lighten up. It's no good to them anymore. The halfling's cheeks flush and he hides his hands behind his back. I just thought it doesn't matter. Can you tell me anything useful about what's going on in the city? I'm afraid not, good lady. I just left the Defender's Heart. Before that I was holed up in there, too scared to leave. Although spending all that time under Commander Irabest knows was something. She's a strict one. And when she gets antsy... So what are you doing here, robbing corpses? No, the halfling protests. Rimvi Curl may be a rogue, but it doesn't loot corpses. I just need to get these poor lads' bodies off the road. My friends and I are on a terribly important mission, and we need to get through. This your friend's arriving, is it? He's interrupted by the sound of wheels rolling on the paving stones. A cart drawn by a sad little horse appears from around the corner. A pretty half-elf is driving it, and a young man in knight's armour is walking alongside. Even from the distance you can see his tanned face and his blue eyes shining brightly. The halfling straightens up. See? A terribly important and very heroic mission. My friends and I are saving a beer cart from the demons. Sounds good to me. As he speaks, the newcomers notice you. The knight cries out in jubilation, "Cellar! I never thought I'd see you again. I thought you were headed for the main square, the centre of the demons' attack." The half-elf smiles warmly at Cellar. "Hey, friend. Glad to see you're all right. When we got separated by the crowd at the celebration, I knew right away that something was wrong. Cellar, is this the Janna I've been asked to find? And when demons appeared all of a sudden, I realised that that was the reason why I'd been so anxious. But I couldn't find you among the dead in the square, so I kept my hopes up, and I proved right." Cellar's face lights up with joy. "So you're the other bit of good news Curl was talking about. You and Jenna are alive." "Actually, by good news, I meant that we found the beer cart. So Leland and Jenna being alive amounts to about a quarter bit of good news. Well, maybe a half." "A beer cart? How about sharing with us? I'm sure we could do with a drink." The half-elf winks rakishly. "Certainly. Give me a flask, friend, and if you walk with us to the Defender's Heart, we can have a more thorough sampling of the spoils there." Despite the cheerful tone, she looks at you with anxious hope. "Janna, there's no need," says Elan. "The heart is very close, and all three of us will be enough to fight off an attack if there is one. Besides, our friend here surely has better things to do. More important things than carrying barrels of beer, I'll wager. You know, Cellar, are you sure about this, Janna? She seems very scared for someone who's meant to be a good warrior." "By the way, my name is Elan, Sir Elan of the Hound Hearts. I'm glad to meet someone who survived this madness." "You haven't told me how you know Cellar." "I'll save that story till we're all back at the Defender's Heart. You're going back there, aren't you? We'll have a reason to toast our spoils." I'm not going to rat Curl out. I mean, he's not doing anything we haven't been. I have to go. So long. We're sure to meet again, either in the city or at the Defender's Heart. "Sure you will. Come to the tavern. We'll celebrate the valiant rescue of this barrel together." Alright, we found Cellar's friend. Found Janna. There's an exit. And they might still have something. Yep, we'll take it.
This is my time.
We are the light. They
Oh, we
are
got
the
more
darkness.
ghouls.
Away, you rascal.
That was poor.
No glory without risk.
You won't stop us.
You won't survive.
Show them what it is, Lan. No, a bit more than that would have been useful.
Go for their hearts! You should have listened to reason.
Oops.
Into the fray.
Surrender, or else!
There's no point in using the hexes. They ain't gonna work on undead, that's for sure.
Endure this.
I'll cut you wide open. Mind over muscle. Your time is over.
Now, you need some healing. Or I need some healing, whatever. You too. The others are kind of okay. Let's have a quick save, though.
How cute!
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome.
Crops were
Lan.
gnawed to the bone by ghouls, whose teeth were likely the cause of death.
No challenge at all.
Do not
Oh,
waver.
crap! We went straight into this bloody thing. That's level 9. Got no
You
chance.
offend me.
Make every strike count.
Yeah, we're doing no damage.
The spirits demand your blood.
The light. Take you.
Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Unless, can you sleep it by any chance? Yes, you can. Ninny, I don't want you to do anything, or me, or you, Lan. Not you, Camellia. Well, that was 43. Wasn't a lot. I'd have preferred a lot better. Nenio. I did nothing. Me?
Stand down.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
We're in trouble.
No glory without risk.
So this is how it feels.
She's down.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Ember. Nenio, don't know that you can do anything to it actually. Me?
Away, you rascal.
You won't survive me.
Yeah, he's doing nothing.
I'll just sit here.
Yep, sealer's down. This is not going to work. Load game. So we know not to go across there because that thing is too powerful for us right now.
So exciting.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Demons!
They are the darkness.
Away, you rascal.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
That's it, because you did absolutely nothing there. Ow. Oh, sugar! That causes a lot of damage. Nenio. Another barbarian.
I'll cut you wide open.
Go.
The light take you.
That's one of them down.
Your time is over.
That's half done. Lan, can you help us out here?
Survive me.
Ember, can you put this one down by any chance? Nope.
This will leave a
That
bruise.
sucked. Nenio.
The spirits demand your blood.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
You offend me.
It's almost... No, it's not even almost done. I thought it would be.
Endure this.
Ember. If it can do it again, we're screwed.
This is not my time. Worry about me.
Nenio.
You are today's sacrifice. Stand down.
Make every strike count.
Almost.
Surrender or else.
Got it.
You should have listened to reason.
Melia.
Go for their hearts.
Cylindra.
Away, you rascal.
Lan.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Too late for apologies. Mind over muscle. It should work. Is it flawed?
Nope, it won't work there. Okay.
Wide open. Your time is over.
Alright, you're down.
You won't survive me.
That was sucky. Why isn't it letting the heal? Where's the health? Eight. If we use another 10. Alright. That was a little weird. You as well. I think we can use one of them on you. And one of them. And one of them. And I'll take... There we are.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Okay, do you indeed? There you go.
With grace?
Alright.
I hope you appreciate this.
I think right now I need to head back to the Defender's Heart. Still got stuff to finish off here, of course. But the reason I want to head back there is she's down 2 levels. Actually, before we do, let's just check out that graveyard. Who's wielding what anyway? You're wielding a light crossbow. Can we give you a heavy crossbow at least? Yes. You're wielding a light crossbow, you can have a heavy. You can use Longsword of Judgment. Intriguing. I can't see any time you would do, because you're not very good. But actually I don't think I want to. Now on the one hand, I want you to be, on the other hand, if you're a sword and board defensive tank, maybe I should be using sword and board and not this. Marching Terror is so good right now. Gonna have to wait on that. You've got Cold Iron Rapier. What about giving you Finian? Now you would be 2 to 7, 1d6 plus 1, enhancement plus 1. Cold Iron, Ghost Touch, enhancement plus 1, finesse wielding. That's better.
Save the last one for me.
Right, Lan.
Endure this!
That's 1 damage.
You offend me.
Into the fray!
The spirits demand your blood.
Ember,
I'll hit you!
it's reduced. Got a shadow here. Lan's not going to be able to hit shadow. Unless, hang on, do we have... No, so just focus on these.
Make every strike count.
Ugh!
Of which there are a lot. What about spells? Well, let's copy these to your spell book for a start. Now I think these hit Ghost Touch. For 4 damage, it's something. I don't know if Cylinder can hit Ghost Touch or not.
Stand down.
Well, it's a miss anyway.
The light take you!
Also miss.
You are today's sacrifice.
Ember. Also hits Ghost Touch.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Another 4. I think Camellia can polish it off.
Away, you rascal.
So I'll start taking these down.
No glory without risk!
Go for their hearts.
Not the ghost.
You won't stop us.
You won't survive me.
What Lan has currently is damn near ineffective against undead. I don't think even though there's a lot of them, I don't think I need to use anything but basics on her now. Me. That wasn't bad.
Into the fray!
I'll cut you wide open.
Not like that, you won't.
Surrender or else.
Endure this!
Ah!
You're irrelevant.
Hey, you got far with that. Wow.
Your time is over.
No, I wasn't trying to rest actually, but never mind.
The light take
Got
you!
him.
The spirits command your blood. Too late for apologies.
Make every strike count.
I'll remove this obstacle. You offend me.
Got him.
I am helpful.
The
Am I
dug up
not?
graves and other clues indicate that a necromancer has recently conducted a ritual here. Which means he's probably still in the market square somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Can't hide from me.
That's a throwing axe. Stop bouncing all over, mouse, will you? You could, but I don't think there's any point, because you're a bow user. Now you could 2 to 7, 6 to 11 when you throw it. That one does you 5 to 10, so it's better for you than that. That's only 1 to 6, isn't it? There's actually no point in any of us using that. Yeah, we need to get out before the zombies get us, because I have a feeling there's a massive load of them, and I don't know that we can deal with it right now. Let's go back to Defender's Heart, sell some stuff, see if we can get some useful spells. We're also fatigued. I want to clear out the Pitaxian wine cellar since we're down here. That's why I put the thumbnail that I did. Oh, we're being called over by Sealer. The Defender's Heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling and festive city lies in ruins, but somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, and raising toasts, even softly singing. It doesn't look like a typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Sealer waves to you. She is sitting at a table with the trio you met previously in the night. The knight, the half-elf, and the red-headed halfling. The Lindra Moonsong, come! Let me properly introduce you to Ilan, Janna, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Cart. Sealer pushes a mug of beer towards you and speaks softly. It was me who convinced her best to use what Janna, Curl, and Ilan found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come, and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures, good food and good company, could help keep the gloom at bay. Sealer looks at you hesitantly, as if trying to gauge your reaction. Have I ever turned down merrymaking and good company? Let's raise our mugs, my friends. Wait, I'm not ready for another toast yet. It's not every day that I drink with paladins, knights, and sword lords. You performed an action that was chaotic. Hey, are we all just going to sit here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better, so that we have reasons to toast, says Janna. Tell me about your order, Ilan. As stories go, it's not very entertaining. I was born far in the south, in Andoran. I lost my parents early, led the life of a simple mercenary, but often questioned the path I had chosen. I'm proud of my sword skills. I enjoy training and drills, and I'm not afraid of battle, risking my life a coin. It takes a special kind of mindset to choose that lot with no regrets. But you have to want to risk your blood. I saw too many of my friends die, and I wondered if it was worth it. So in the end, I decided to choose another path. Now, if I'm going to lay down my life, at least it'll be for a good cause. That's how I ended up in Mendev and became a squire of the Houndhearts. It's a small order, but by tradition, it never had more than 12 members, and a new member is only knighted after one of the elders dies. We patrol the lands along the Wardstone line and provide aid to travellers and settlers. Unfortunately, Death is common among the Hound Hearts. I became a full knight 2 years ago after laying my mentor to rest. But I'm content with my choice. My place is among the Crusaders. Have you been serving in the Eagle Watch long, Janna? I signed up 4 days before the demon attack. Am I lucky or what? Janna lets out an overly boisterous laugh. I think you're covering, Janna. You're terrified. I'm an apprentice of a famous fencing master from Yvonne, and I learned a thing or two from him, believe me. I soon got bored of fighting off bandits and getting involved in the petty squabbles of the bickering river kingdoms. I wanted a proper challenge, and you can't find a better place than Mendev. And what do you know? The moment I arrived, the demonic invasion began. My father would say that's no accident. Fate brought me here. What about you, Curl? How did you end up among Condemned? I just did what everyone else was doing. I grew up in the slums where everyone stole a little bit, or maybe smuggled or guarded stashes, so, Curl stares into his mug gloomily. But I never killed anybody. I never did anything really bad. I got caught stealing, and when they made me choose between prison and the Condemned, well, of course I didn't want to go to prison. I'm not that good a fighter, but as Norgobugger is my witness, a thief can be very useful in a war against demons. I've always been a good scout. I can sneak under the nose of any monster. But I don't know where my friends are now. We got separated when the demons rampaged through the city. Chin up, friend. Whoever you were in the past, you're our friend now. And a crusader. Your skills will be useful to us, you'll see. How do you all know Sealer? I met my noble sister on the road to Canabres. I was returning from the south, from my fiancée, and was happy to be in the company of a paladin of Iomade. We said our farewells at the city gates, and I went north, along the road to Dresden, to my order's camp. Elon's face grows grim at the mention of the camp. The demons attacked us there, and at the same time they struck Canabres, but we managed to fight them off. We hurried to the city's aid and joined forces with the Eagle Watch. All my fellow Hound Hearts were wounded during the battle of the streets. I'm the last knight of my order who can still fight. It's so good to see Sealer again. Every loyal heart counts these days. I met Sealer at a tavern in Canabres, before the attack, of course. She was one of the few who would sit at the table with the Condemned. Knights usually don't even look at us, but Sealer is different. I knew it the moment I saw her. That's what made me notice Sealer too. I sat down to talk to her, says Janna. I never understood why anyone treated the Condemned so horribly, and I still don't. Our Curly's a great lad. So after that night, Sealer and I went round the taverns together every day. Mendev is an amazing place, says Sealer. People from all over the world come here for glory, redemption, or to help those in trouble, and they always find each other. This might be the best place in the world to find like-minded people and friends. That was a toast, in case you didn't notice. Sealer, did you call me over here just because, or is something the matter? I didn't just want to talk about today's celebration. You see, Elon is in trouble. Oh? I want to help him, and I don't know anyone else in the city I can turn to. His fellow knights were all wounded in battle. Elon shakes his head. Bad idea, sister. I told you I don't want to bother anyone else with my problems. I need to handle them on my own. Oh, come on. Hiding your sadness away from your friends is no way to live. Curl is right. Celinda Moonsong helped me find you. Without her help, I'd still be looking for you all over Canabris. So, Elan, come on, stop being so stubborn. Yeah, tell me more, I want to hear. The young knight shakes his head. In all truth, I do not wish to impose. My problems are just minor troubles. A paladin of Iomade and a friend certainly have more important things to do. Especially now that Canabris has been overrun with demons. If I've learned anything in life, it's that there's nothing minor about good and evil. Sealer begins seriously, and then a smile lights her face. Take the three of you, for example. It seems like all you did was save one cart from some lesser demons. But look how many people are happy now. That feat will never be sung of in songs, but who knows? Maybe thanks to this one joyous hour of peace and rest, the defenders of Canabris will find the strength to protect the city. Sealer catches her breath. I talk too much, don't I? Well, Sir Elan, I want to help you, and my reputation as a holy warrior of Iomade won't suffer if it's more of a minor adventure than a glorious feat. The knight sighs and seems a little embarrassed. All right, I'll explain. The life of a crusader has given me more than just a purpose and a chance to serve a righteous cause. When I abandoned the life of a mercenary and came to Mendev, I gained something else I never expected. It's here that I met, may all the ladies here forgive me, the finest girl in all the world. It's a miracle she found any love in her own heart for a bungler like me. But I'm not about to let this miracle go. Not even the Demon Lord Descari and all his demon army can stand in my way. Luckily, my beloved is now safely away from Canabres. For half a year I've been getting up my courage to propose to her. I even ordered a ring from Derek Sunhammer, the best jeweller in Mendev. Independent nightly orders live mostly off donations, and I'm not what you would call rich, but I so want to make Kiana happy. Oh, it took me 3 months to find a jewel the same shade of her eyes, and twice that long to scrape together enough money. Master Derek's work was worth it, but I lost the ring during the demon attack, and I'll probably never find a worthy replacement. The ring is most likely still at the Houndheart camp outside the city. Elon and his friends didn't have time to pack up their camp. First the demons ambushed them, and then they rushed off to help Canabres. I think we should at least go there and check. Not right now, of course, but once the situation in the city is under control. Yeah, I'll help. Seela puts her hand on your shoulder. Thanks for agreeing to help. Elon is a good man and a true knight, and I think the world should repay those who are so devoted to doing good. Let's help him so we can propose to his beloved the way he wanted. Sounds good to me. Seela, I hope I can convince her best to let me go along when you do this. I don't want to be parted from my friends. Of course. If the League of the Inspiring Card has come together in this dark hour, we must continue onward together. There you go. How are we looking, by the way? 3,949. Alright. Oh, there's Darren Arenday here. Let's talk to him. The Defender's Heart is a splendid choice for a Crusades outpost. The very sight of these walls brings back fond memories and drinks and revels. The drinks were really good, by the way. May I ask you a few personal questions? You can try. I've heard stories about the tragedy that befell your family. I hope you don't feel obliged to tell me your insincere condolences on this unfortunate occasion. My whole family maintain a noble line. They all died, and demons are to blame. It's not like I actually loved any of my relatives except my mother, but what's gone is gone. The family crypt are full of corpses, all covered in dust and the shadows of the past. You seem cynical, Darren. What do you cherish most in life? There are far too many things I cherish to fit them all in a single conversation. Believe it or not, but I might be one of the most life-loving people you've ever known. Darren smiles. His eyes are gleaming with something different from his usual impudence and irony. There's a dreamy air about him all of a sudden. I rarely meet anyone who embraces the joys of living as enthusiastically as myself. There are so many exciting and beautiful things in the world. It should be illegal to waste your time on anything you do not enjoy. And I'm afraid to repeat that to anyone's face. I'm not afraid to report that to anyone's face. Should it be Discari and his demonic horde, or Ayamade, the Lightbringer herself? What do you hate most? The feeling of helplessness. The lack of control over my own life, Darren replies without thinking. Then he adds with obvious sarcasm, and onion rings, of course. I'd murder the person who came up with those abominations. You don't seem especially keen on helping people, but your knowledge of healing is truly impressive. What prompted your interest in that? If you really want to try out everything life has to offer, you also have to understand how to deal with consequences. And I'm not talking about a simple hangover, mind you. You sound like you love a little bit of fun, don't you? Naughty fun. You have any good stories about your past exploits? I've got plenty. But I have to warn you that even the most outrageous debauchery sounds far less thrilling when you were not the one doing the debauching. Still, since you asked, I suppose the worst mess I've ever got myself into was when I staged my own kidnapping. I was once in correspondence with one of the Riverland's nobles, the young Lord Lebeda. And he told me of his days as a hostage to a group of bandits. This made me wonder what it would be like, and I thought it might be fun to set up a little experiment. I engineered my own kidnapping by a certain gang through a chain of intermediaries and hired actors. Those fellows took the job very seriously. They caught me by surprise, killed my 2 bodyguards, and even tied me up. Of course, the whole thing seems preposterous now, but it seemed like an ingenious idea at the time. The employers had told the kidnappers that they were to keep me safe and sound, and another group of mercenaries in disguise was watching the spectacle from afar, ready to interfere in case anything went wrong. It turned out to be a terrible idea nonetheless. It wasn't the least bit fun or exciting. Sure, those bandits had been unable to torture or hurt me physically in any way, but they had plenty of other non-invasive methods of humiliation in their arsenal. Taking almost all your clothes off and splashing ice-cold water over you, for example. Ugh, I can't even remember if I said anything truly offensive to provoke them. Even though I initially planned to let them go after the ransom, their overly emotional reactions made me change my mind. I told the mercenaries to hang them all on the spot. I suppose the whole ordeal taught me a valuable lesson, which is I am not built for hardships and trials. Wait, you just told me that a couple of your bodyguards died during that staged kidnapping. Does that mean 2 innocent people lost their lives so you could have a bit of fun? I mean, the fun itself sounds good, but that's not nice. Darren pales a little, but not out of shame. Oh, spare me. It irks me beyond all measure when I hear about the suffering of innocents. He sighs, looks away and continues in a flat, polite tone. Yes, the bodyguards died. Guarding nobles is a dangerous job. They were well aware of the risk. I don't really see a problem with that. Besides, they proved their incompetence. They would have stood no chance against real kidnappers. Still, that's... never mind. Your cruel jokes bring people nothing but misery, dear, and I don't like that. And? So that was a stupid story, and now I'll tell you a truly brilliant one. Prelate Holrun had always strictly prohibited any public celebrations in Canabris, and he always picked on me for my lack of respect for the fallen and whatnot. His grumbling annoyed me so much that one day I drove 4 barges into the city harbour and set up a celebration on their decks. The ships on the river didn't fall under the prelate's jurisdiction, you see, so all he could do was snarl at me from the embankment. I, for one, did not forget the old boy. The main attraction of the festivities involved an inquisitive Iomedae dancing and roasting beautiful witches on illusory bonfires, taking off his clothes with every new victim. The spectacle was so heated, in every sense of the word, that the prelate almost had a stroke. Okay, now that's a good one, Darren. Try more of that and less of the first. Darren gives you a mischievous smile. I still consider that one of my finest ideas of all time. Should the Crusaders ever succeed in their efforts against the world wound, I will do my utmost to get permission to hold a grand public celebration. Rivers of wine free of charge, an obligatory parade and a carnival in the evening. A contest for the most provocative succubus costume, with a hefty prize in gold. Another contest where the participants have to fish a sausage out of a wine jar, blindfolded with their hands tied behind their backs. The wine will symbolise the blood of all the dead heroes of the war, and the sausage, well, they'll find a heroic meaning for that as well. Over the years, the commemoration of the great victory of light over darkness will turn it into an ordinary holiday, a fine excuse to get sloshed and rut like animals in the street. Hey, I'm down with that, Dad, and I'll take part in the succubus contest. I'm speaking as Cylinder here, not me, by the way. Do you enjoy being mean to everyone? Yes. And here I thought you were hurling insults at people purely by accident. Darren laughs. This time his smile is genuinely soft. I like your way with words. What do you expect me to say if I wanted to make a good impression? Something along the lines of, I'm not mean, I'm just being honest with myself and everyone else. That's what people use as an excuse when they want to keep up their saccharine facade, while at the same time saying whatever nasty little thoughts spring to mind. You're not wrong. That is not what I do. I have no hidden agenda. I'm just as much of an insufferable prick as I seem to be. Some people are simply begging for a good dose of mockery, so who am I to deny them? I don't give a damn if anyone holds a grudge against me, which is why I don't even try to avoid it. I've got no more questions about that. What about life in Mendev and the Crusade? I'm all ears, ask. What's your opinion on Mendev today in general? It doesn't exist? Darren scowls. It's a frontier country that has attracted every utopian adventurer and fanatic from all over the world for more than a century. It's a place where strangers outnumber the locals, especially in the cemeteries. The population of Mendev for the most part consists of humans and other races not exactly known for their longevity. So the current generation of Mendevians were born in the shadow of the world wound and raised by the Crusades. I might be the last person to complain about the decline of traditions and lack of character in our country, but I also happen to come from one of Mendev's most ancient lineages. Its history is bred deep in my bones. My tutors told me stories about my heritage. The galleries, libraries, and even those interiors of the manors I grew up in were filled to the brim with memories of events long past. There are many heroes of old Mendev among my glorious ancestors, or at the very least patrons and contemporaries of such heroes. Does anyone actually remember them now? I don't think so. These days Mendev has its own heroes in shining armour with holy fire in their eyes. I myself remember how several streets that once celebrated my ancestors were renamed in honour of some crusaders who had died in a heroic fashion. None of the citizens remember the old crossing festival that was eventually replaced by Armas. These holidays even share the same date. Pretty much the only authentic thing about Mendev now is its endless war with the demons. And is there a point in bemoaning this state of affairs? What's gone is gone. I can't read when you're influenced like that. But at least we are no longer some tiny god-forsaken northern kingdom. That's something, isn't it? You don't really like Crusaders, do you? Quite the opposite. When I think about how many devoted heroes are willing to protect this world against a demonic threat, I feel so inspired. Inspired to continue indulging in my vices while they fight to keep me safe. Imagine being someone like me. Someone who has everything they can possibly desire. Youth, beauty, wealth, an honest wish to live and enjoy living. But vanishingly few ways to put it all to any use. The fact that the word fun itself is not yet outlawed in Mendev must be due to some bureaucratic oversight. You can celebrate your victories solemnly. You can wet your whistle after a challenging battle. But what about real fun? Joys, pleasures? I can't remember a single evening at court without someone chastening me for my banquets, my lovers and mistresses, my luxuriant clothes, my everything. It would have been a lot easier to tolerate all those hypocrites if they took a break once in a while. Instead, there was a constant fuss about how I wasn't doing anything for the greater good, and how I only brought shame to my royal cousin. What do you think of our enemies? Do you mean the demons themselves or their followers? The former deserve to be cleansed with heavenly fire for their unholy origin alone, and the latter, further idiocy. I don't understand why a sane person would submit themselves to Discari or Cabriri. Alright, Lady Nocticula almost sounds like a bearable enough mistress, yet there are so many other cultists. They've tried to recruit me twice already, and I'm not even that old. First, a very pretty tiefling girl tried to seduce me, and then they came with promises of Lord Baphomet's endless boons. I still wonder what exactly the old hornhead could offer me that I don't already have. You know what I've been thinking? Every shopkeeper knows this trick. An enticing offer along the lines of 1 in every 100 buns from my bakery contains a silver spoon. Or silver coin. And of course a hired actress to make a memorable show of finding said coin in her sweet roll. And there you have it. Hundreds of gullible fools storm the shop, hoping to win a prize for themselves. I think the infamous Arila Volish was such an actress for the Lords of the Abyss. A pretty Sarkorian witch who became the uncrowned queen of the world wound, waited upon hand and foot by demon lords. Only instead of visiting a bakery, the gullible fools rushed to join the cultists. We have an army of unbelievably powerful supernatural invaders from another dimension, hell-bent on destruction and domination, and what do those fools do? They serve them willingly as pawns and lackeys, hoping against hope that someday their masters will notice them. You won't believe how delighted I am to be so vain and self-absorbed. These sins protect me against demonic temptation better than any virtue. It's an interesting point. Can't think of anything else at the moment. What made you join my party after all? You mean instead of carousing far away from Canabres with a small army of mercenaries to protect me? I'll get to that. You see, when you appeared at my door out of nowhere, watched with bravery and heroism, started tossing your demons around like ragdolls, I thought that your company might be more exciting than my usual crowd of sycophantic hangers-on. You seemed competent and mysterious at the same time, so I decided that a little demon hunting wouldn't hurt, especially with such an intriguing entourage. The party had been growing staler with every passing second anyway. Needless to say, I'm not here for long. I shall return to the capital, or even one of my country estates as soon as we reclaim the city. Crusades, bellowing commanders, row upon row of identical tents. This is not the life for me. But I will certainly remember you and our adventures together. For a week, or perhaps even longer than that. I should go. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I need to speak to you, don't I? Sell junk. Don't need the drinks, I don't think. Unbending armour. Might be something Camilla can wear. Is there any point in keeping that? I'm not sure there is. None of us are going to use decimation anyway, so that can go. We'll keep that for now. Sort by name. And I'm looking for potion of restoration, maybe? Come on. Well, restoration lesser. I mean, that's useful in and of itself. But we don't have restoration more. What about this fool over here? Vasily Rathamus. We haven't spoken to him yet. A stout old man with a fuzzy grey beard mumbles a prayer. He looks as tired as everyone else in the tavern, but determination is stamped on his haggard face. What can I do for you? Show me the scrolls. Actually, who are you? Vasily Rathamus, rector of the local temple of Abadar. The temple is gone, though, and if we snooze here much longer, the city will be lost as well. Who's the boy with you? This one, Kyoto, the shepherd, my apprentice. He's a smart boy, and his faith is strong. He serves Eristal, though, but there's still something he can learn from an old servant of Abadar. He'll be a great cleric when he gets a little older. What kind of help can I expect from you? First, I sell scrolls. I have a lot of them. Something for every contingency. Second, while you're here in the tavern, I can read one for you. Guaranteed no surprises. But you better not run into the city without a cleric. I won't be going there myself, I'm too old, and my powers are needed here. Show me the scrolls you're selling. Can I find anything for restoration there? Restoration, yes. That's 3,500. Now you are going to need to use some of that, aren't you? There we are. Remove the penalties. Now, what about you, Camilla? What armor are you wearing? You're wearing hide +1, armor class 5, 4 max dexterity. We can use that. Now you're +5. So that would be better with this armor, wouldn't it? Now what about me? I'm wearing chain shirt 4. Oh, I can't wear that. Lan, you can wear that now, so why don't you?
Not my style.
Take that off. Apparently that's still good. Oh, it's deflection to AC, that's why. You're not wearing anything that gives you armor, are you? So let's put that on. Nice. Should I rest now or not? No. Let's head to Pitax in cellar. And we'll have cleared out this side. Let's take these enemies down.
You are today's sacrifice! To stand against me? Stand down.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll hit you!
You're too tired to charge, huh?
Without risk!
Well, that's you done.
Go for their hearts! Mind over muscle.
Oh, got another one here.
Away, you rascal!
You won't survive me.
You won't stop us.
The inheritance. Guide my
There we go.
blade.
Oh, a quick save. There is something over there.
You require my unbiased opinion?
What? Oh, mirror image. I didn't mean to do that. Never mind.
They will break against our resolve.
Your time is over.
endure this!
Oh, your pet's dead as well. It's another reason we need to rest.
I'll cut you wide open. You offend me.
Make every strike count.
Ember. You can't sleep anyone, so you might as well just use your
Too late for
arrows.
apologies.
Nenio.
The spirits demand your blood.
There's a bunch of these things. This might not go well.
Stand down.
Especially if I can't roll a bloody hit.
Nice. Thank you.
Right, that's one down.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll hit you.
Ow. She's lost a level.
You're irrelevant.
Camellia.
You are today's sacrifice. I dedicate
She's in
my
trouble.
body to science. Away, you rascal.
Can we actually start hitting with her?
No glory without risk.
You won't survive me.
You won't stop us.
Oh god, it's got a lot of health, is that one? Oh, this isn't good.
Go for their hearts.
I think I need to load up again and rest up. She would go in there, but she has no spells to scribe.
Interesting fact. On average, the Elves of Kyonin permit 7.5 humans to enter their lands each year. But what do they need half a person for?
Day 31, month Aradas 8, year 4715. Sometimes a long way to rest does not bring the desired relief. What comes is a heavy clinging sleep on the edge of wakefulness, where consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. The possible reason for such disturbed slumber are myriad. Strained nerves perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. Talindra Moonsong emerges from the oblivion of her leaden sleep like a drowned woman, dragging herself up from the depths of a swamp. The wound on her chest is burning like someone pressed an invisible brand to it. The wound has closed again, but the blood stain on her shirts betrays its presence beneath. There is no time to investigate the cause behind a malaise. A trying day lies ahead of her, but how will Talindra Moonsong be? How will Phil and Moonson be up to the challenge if her thoughts are so muddled? Her entire body aches like a day's toil. Nonsense. I'll dazzle myself in some water and I'll be as good as new. As if a veteran adventurer could be frightened by a bad dream, a splash of cold water enlivens her senses, and the weirdness abates, retreating to the depths of her subconsciousness, but leaving the path open to return the next time Talindra Moonsong seeks refuge in sleep. Talindra Moonsong recalls that she slept peacefully in the defender's heart. Perhaps a priest can explain what happened. Now we will try the Pitaxian wine cellar. Right.
I'll watch your back.
You see about doing that. Let's put a blessing on us. Luna, you can't actually do anything yet, so just get forward. Nenio, we're not worried about you doing anything right now. Lan, you're just gonna wait. Sealer. Amber. Hold on.
Mind over muscle.
Lan.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
It's 11 points.
Away, you rascal!
Let's get one of them on you.
I'll cut you wide open!
Nenio.
You're irrelevant.
Lan.
You won't survive me.
There's a white coming in. That sucked.
Your time is over.
Sealer.
Did I mess up again?
That didn't do what I wanted it to, and it accidentally cancelled it.
Too late for apologies.
Camellia,
The spirits demand your blood.
right, well, he's down.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Apparently not.
Endure this.
Got that one.
You offend me.
The light. Take you.
That was a critical miss.
I'll hit you.
You won't stop us.
You are today's sacrifice.
Mind over muscle.
Make every strike count.
She's down.
Stand down.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
surrender or else.
The white is tough. It's again white's an easier, see? Easier.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Wow.
Away, you rascal.
Into the fray!
You won't survive me.
Damn!
Your time is over.
They're both basically dead. Didn't kill it? Dear God. This is a problem.
You're irrelevant.
Endure this.
Ouch! You offend me.
That was 20. Seven left. Lan, you should be able to finish him off.
Strike count.
You missed one. That's not going to finish him off. She's down and basically dead.
Stand down.
Got him. Wow. That was not good.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Alright, well, we've got to get rid of some of these drained levels. I didn't have one for her. Oh. Shit. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Thought I clicked on her. That don't restore it. Damn it! Get rid of your spell. Oh, you've got it right there. Still 3,000 and some.
So exciting.
Can't hide from me.
Tempest, what's that? It's an Ultra Black, no one's going to use it. But I can sell it for 1850 apparently. And I have to go back to the...
With grace.
I have to go back there and get another scroll that I can sell. Scroll that I can use. I can heal, but those lost levels are not going to work. That's okay.
Save the last one for me.
The light take you!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Away, you rascal!
Why didn't you attack?
Go for their hearts!
What the hell? You're not attacking.
Too late for apologies. I'll remove this obstacle.
Just sit here.
Yeah, apparently you will.
Worry about me.
You won't survive me.
Your time is over.
I'll cut you wide open!
I'll hit you! Mind over muscle.
Endure this!
There we are. There we are. We also got Death's Door, of course, which is not good.
I won't let you hurt my friends. You offend me.
Alright, that wasn't bad. Can you sleep it?
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Stand down.
You won't stop us.
There we go. And out we go. Another fight here.
Yet another obstacle.
Ah! It's behind us.
Away, you rascal!
This condition is irrational.
Surrender or else!
Into the fray!
Make every strike count.
The spirits demand your blood.
Your time is over.
Well, it's down.
Too late for apologies.
The light take you!
You could have hit for me, Sealer.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Out we go. This is not what I need to see right now.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Damn it. This is all kinds of too early.
You offend me.
You won't survive me.
I think we're actually going to reload. If this is coming up now, I know what this is from a previous run, and I need to be level 5 when I get this event.
They choose to stand against me? So exciting!
So I'm going to be doing a bit of save scumming because I need to be level 5 before this event. So I played the early part of the game before. Oh! Hey, it's the Griffin!
What in the name of the Green Mother's going on in this crazy town?
In a flash, the creature transforms. A huge red-bearded man now stands before you, folding his arms. He casts a proprietorial gaze over the tavern and in a deep, booming voice asks, well, as you heard.
Who's in charge here? You there in the armor? Or is it you, tavern keeper? Or maybe it's you, old-timer? Oh, you, I remember. You were in that ravaged fortress with all the books. You can explain all this to me. Well?
Well, what?
You've got all kinds of mayhem going on outside, is what? I want to know what's happening. All right. First things first. If by some chance you don't already know, they call me Ulbrich. Ulbrich Olest. Chief of the Olest clan. The one that gave Barzog's orcs a drubbing. Well, never heard of them either. Be damned. Just an illusion or something? One minute I'm laying myself down for a nap in a glade one summer's day, and the next I'm waking up among ruins and flames and monsters running riot. No one knows me. But you see, my name's famous across Sarkoris. Where in the blazes am I? What's going on here?
You have heard songs that tell of the glorious victory of an alliance of Sarkorian tribes over an orcish horde, led by a chief called Bazag. It's probably what we were told about in the library as well. That was a long time ago, centuries in the past, before the demon invasion. Is it possible that this man does not know that Sarkoris has fallen? You said you saw me in the library, when?
Now, let me think. Strange that the memory's in there, but it's all broken up in little pieces. So, I opened my eyes, I saw books and stones around me, and you were there. Then I was flying over the city. I had wings. And then I was in this here tavern, and then I saw you again.
In the library there was a stone statue of a griffin. It came to life suddenly and flew away. Was that you?
A statue, you say? strange. I don't remember being turned to stone. But if it looked like a griffin, then it must have been me. Take a gander at this. Don't worry, I won't scratch you. I'm no werewolf, I'm a shifter. My powers were granted to me by the sacred griffin Ervar, who protects our clan. I doubt you've got any other griffins flying about this city, though.
You saying you fell asleep in Sarkoris and woke up here?
That's what I'm saying to you. I was plucked like a fish from a pond and carried off to God's nowhere.
So why couldn't you come through the door?
The door would have been smarter, right enough. I was asleep too long, that must be it. My head's all muddled. I remember I was flying over the city looking for something, and when I found it, I just dove straight for it. Roads and roofs be damned. But what was I looking for? Drinks? Warriors? No, that's not it. Maybe you. Was I looking for you? All right, that's enough questions from you. Now answer some of mine. Where am I, and what's going on here?
This city's called Canabris. I don't know how long you were asleep, but Sarkoris hasn't existed for 100 years.
Oh, I can't take it anymore. Oh, you got me there. You're telling me I fell asleep for 100 years. Sarkoris was swallowed by demons, and Canabris, that little fishing village, is now a fortress city. Oh, go on, pull the other one.
Alright, stick it up there and I'll give that a pull, but it still won't change the truth.
Fine. If you don't want to tell me what's going on, don't. We're in a tavern, not in the middle of nowhere. There's plenty of folks around. I'm sure one of these people will tell me what's happening here. There's one thing I do know without asking. You've got a tough fight on your hands. I'm not one to wait on an invitation to a brawl, so if you're making ready to break some demon horns, I'm going with you. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have a taste of whatever ale they brew here.
Okay. Let's go sell some stuff. Actually, no, let's sell it up here. Because you've got stuff I need to buy, don't you? Oh yeah, whenever I fell asleep outside the walls of the Defender's Heart, I'm plagued by terrible dreams. Can you help me? The priest studied your face. You look tired, but otherwise entirely healthy. If we were anywhere else, I would simply tell you to get some rest, but we are on the border of the World Wound, and I'm also aware of what's happening to you. As you know, the Wound is a rift between Galarian and the Abyss, and all the evil that feeds the Abyss does the opposite in our world. It feeds on Galarian. So it is that even when we cannot see demons near us, our ultimate foe, the Abyss, is always surrounding us. Many soldiers fighting in the Wound experience similar things. They suffer terrible nightmares, get no peace, and sometimes even lose their minds. But we are trained to help you with this affliction. By the will of Abadar, I have consecrated an altar here. The god's grace permeates the space around it, soothing one's soul and quieting thoughts during rest. So if you find your nerves are fraying, seek out a holy place like this. Approach it and the corruption will be cleansed from you. I don't need to hear about it again, you've already told me. Alright. Let's see what you're selling and what I can sell to you. Can get rid of them, get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of them, get rid of that, and get rid of that. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Which of these can I sell? I'll sell the Bane. Sell the Bless. I'm actually going to sell most things that aren't healing, I think. What's that? Remove sickness? I don't really need that. Right. Now, name. Right, let's get rid of them. Well, you both on half. They're both half plate plus one, so I can sell that. Now. And you? Out we go. Getting tempting to change my team up a little bit, but I'm going to stick with what we've got for now. See, he'd be a better healer than her. Is it Nenny who I'd need to drop? She's good with all-round skills, though. Alright, saved there. Haven't I been back to the Temple of Desna? I thought I had. I didn't, did I? Ah, that's where that rock is. I don't want to go there. Let's see if we've got anything to say to a whole run. I doubt it. Remian warned you about the attack. Those crazed Desans were always busting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to me in dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said came to pass, but we've already heard that. Oh, and who's clever? Sometimes the cleverest people make the biggest mistakes. Smart people can do stupid things, it's true. But there are some people who make a habit of doing stupid things, and they're proud of it too. Remind me who you are again. Were you obsessed? We've seen that. It's nothing dangerous. I have to go. Nothing.
A bright future awaits us.
Nope. Now we can rest on the streets. We can't rest in Canabris while that event is looming. Ilkis, Aranka and Thor sit side by side like sparrows on a tree branch. They seem happy despite the chaos going on around them. If it isn't our rescuer, it's good that you've come to see us. I'm pleased to say that you are all fine, but there's still much work to be done in the city. That's true, Ilka's nods. But can we give you a gift before you go? We wouldn't give this to just anyone, to anyone apart from the person who bravely defended us from injustice. The injustice inflicted by the people who should be pillars of law and order in our city. Our gift, Arranka cuts in, is a song. We call it Starward Gaze, and it comes to us from true servants of Desna, from her domain in Elysium. The song can give the soul with renewed vitality. Just listen. Well, I'll sing it with you. Why not? You repeat the melody, feeling it coming from somewhere within your heart, and then... Day 31, month Aradus. 8. Year 4715. When the music stops, the Linda Moonsong finds itself in a place that looks nothing like the ruins of Canabres. It all happens in the space of a blink. She closes her eyes on one world, and reopens them on another one entirely. A delicate twilight envelops this new world, with streaks of moonlight breaking through the gloom. Talinda Moonsong is standing in a shallow stream of murmuring water, deep in a forest. There is no one else around. Garlands of unfamiliar climbing plants twine around the trunks of gigantic trees, and dangle. Where are we? I think I went too far. And dangling from their branches are vines woven into what look remarkably like swings. A carpet of fragrant grasses spreads out at the tree's roots, with islands of phosphorescent moss and lichen dotted here and there. Small, smooth stones with a strange mirrored surface are scattered across the stream bed, in which Cylinder Moonsong is standing. The stones catch the light shining down from the heavens, making them gleam silver and making the ordinary little brook look like a stream of darkness, carrying a sprinkling of stars through the night. Talinda Moonsong is sure that she has never been to this place before, and yet it feels so familiar. It is a manifestation not of dreams or fancies, but of that special way of looking at the world that only children possess. When a glint of light reflected on a piece of glass becomes a fallen star, when an oddly shaped stone can be a remarkable artifact, and when every shadow or twist in a path promises mystery or an incredible adventure. A single glance into the forest stream brings this feeling rushing back. Realizing this, Cylinder Moonsong clambers to the nearest tree to play on the vine swing. The stream of starstones bubbles away below. The swing begins to gently move, arcing up and smoothly down again. What lies behind the thrill that this simple pastime gives mortals? Is it the sensation of weightlessness, the hunger for freedom and flight? Whatever it may be, Cylinder Moonsong quickly realizes that she is no longer alone. They come closer, not attempting to hide, stepping lightly onto a mossy carpet, leaping from branch to branch or flitting through the air. The creatures are thoroughly bizarre, as though they were deliberately conceived to trick the sanity of every taxonomist on the planet. One has the fluttering wings of a butterfly on its back, another has the tails of a dozen different animals, while a third boasts tresses of streaming water, hooves instead of feet, and springy clover growing all over its skin. "We have a visitor," one exclaims. Exclaims one of the strange creatures, and it immediately pushes the swing, helping it pick up speed. "Where am I? Don't you know where you are?" the creature asks in amazement. There are plains of breathtaking beauty and plains of astonishing wonder, but only Elysium is woven from the craving for beauty and the belief in wonders. That is where you are, in the most peaceful, most wonderful corner of the plain of boundless freedom. "How to get here?" "We don't know how you came to be here," says the creature, with a dozen tails, smiling. "Mortals rarely come to Elysium during their lifetime. But here you are, which means that something must have brought you here, something in your soul. If your soul did not harbour even the slightest spark of freedom, yearning and compassion, you never would have found your way here. Who are you?" "We are Azartas." "Ah, you wonderful Azartas. I've heard so much about you, I hope to follow you." "We are Azartas, the children of freedom," says one of the creatures, carelessly swinging from the branches of a tree. "The forest is our home, for today. Tomorrow our home could be a lake 100 leagues to the south, or an underground cave in the azure ocean, or a castle of clouds that scatters in the dawn breeze. Oh, it's fun here, but I have to go back, so you need me. The creature with the butterfly wings, who has hitherto remained silent, gives the visitor a serious look and nods to itself. I smell the burning blood and tears of the place you have come from. It clings to you. It is right that you don't wish to turn your back on the suffering of those you left behind. None of us children of Elysium would do such a thing. Go back, be old bulwark against evil and strife. Your path is true. But would you like to take something from this place as a memento? The question hangs in the air. And though the words that Cylinder Moonsong utters next are merely words, not a spell or a military command, they seem to have equal bearing on destiny and life. Yes, I really want to. The Azatas draw closer. Take this memory with you, take this light. Take the knowledge that any pebble struck by a moonbeam can be equal to any star. Take the understanding that you cannot fight evil with clever plans until you have conquered evil within your soul, and your soul cannot be cleansed of evil if it's not free. Take away our song, remember it, and may it help you, but only when you are true to that which brought you beneath this sky. All three adepts look at you wide-eyed. What just happened? For a second you were surrounded by light and we heard music, like the music of Elysium itself. I had a vision. I was in Elysium and the Azatas spoke to me. The adepts exchanged looks of astonishment. I swear it's a sign that Desna herself has turned her gaze on you. You helped us and protected Wallflower from the Inquisitors, even though it wasn't your responsibility. The goddess couldn't fail to acknowledge such a noble soul. We might be getting ahead of ourselves here. There are many powerful entities in this Elysium beside Desna, but of course there must be a reason for it. I am so glad we met you, friend, and not just because I'd be suffering at the Inquisitor's hands right now, if we hadn't, but also because you helped me overcome my doubts. We will always remember you, no matter what. Well, wasn't that a joy? An altar of Desna, goddess of luck. We'll be ending soon. Still need 3,000 more. Watch it, what are you going to do? You'll bloody crush me! A young tiefling lies trapped in the collapsed section of tunnel. Another two tieflings scramble around trying in vain to free him from the rubble. Quit whining! Hey, alarm! Someone's coming! Maybe she'll help us. Wise up, would you? Before you get us all killed. Let's make a run for it while we still can. No, come on, don't leave me. I'll die here. I'll help you pull him out. You easily clear the rubble and free the trapped tiefling. Phew, I'm alive. And all in one piece, give or take. Thanks to you. I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. The freed tiefling turns to his companions. And you two clowns! I don't want to hear a word out of you. Get into the tunnel now. One trip just to the Grey Garrison and back. Don't be a coward. It's not going to collapse. Go, or else we came all the way for nothing. That ended well, didn't it? Not now. Talk later. The tiefling eyes you and elbows his chatty companion in the ribs. This sounds suspicious to me. Come clean, who are you? Alright, don't hurt us. People call us tieflings. Oh, I'm friends with one of yours. Well, we kind of skirt around the edges of law. That's how we make our living. Say some tyrant bans books that show stuff he don't like, or fancy Keonin wine he don't drink. Is it wrong if we step in and fill the gap in the market? If there's a demand for it, someone's got to sell it. Don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier for a little coin. People in the city can't even breathe without breaking some stupid regulation or restriction. Take this tunnel that collapsed on top of our friend, for instance. It leads straight to the Great Garrison. Thanks to it, any soldier whose throat's feeling a little dry, or who's needing some nighttime reading material, we can get all that stuff for him that his heartless superiors refuse to, while we're providing a public service. I helped you, now you can help me. Commander Tirabade to save Canabres. The militia needs people with various skills, even ones as unusual as yours. You what? Are you blind or something? The tiefling points at his horns and his tail. Know what the people call us? A real spawn, and that's one of the nicer nicknames. Crusaders and tieflings don't mix. We'll be torched on sight. Whoa, Tirabade, Irabeth Tirabade from the Eagle Watch. Lads, we have to help her. She's one of the only big shots in the town that actually treats us with any decency. Why would we risk our necks for the Crusaders? Irabeth risked her neck for ours. She saved me from the creep Hull Run, who yanked me straight out of the torch chamber. Only a worthless Torug would refuse to help her after that. Nah. I'm not listening to any more of this. The tiefling makes a show of covering his ears. You do what you want. I'm heading for the River Kingdoms. Go on then. I'm going to the Crusades. And I'm going to round up others to help. The tiefling smirks. We've made some good money in this city. It'd be a shame to surrender our meal ticket to the demons. But enough yammering. So long. How are we doing on 3,386?
The light.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Hang on.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Away, you rascal!
It's another 18.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
That missed.
I'll cut you wide open.
He's panicked.
You won't survive me.
Your time is over. Surrender, or else!
The spirits demand your blood.
Coming back in.
Endure this.
You offend me.
You're irrelevant.
Into the fray.
Too late.
You missed
for
when he's lying down.
apologies.
Come on, Sealer.
You are today's sacrifice.
Make every strike count.
Stand down.
Mind over muscle.
Not quite what I had in mind, but never mind.
The light. Take you.
There we go.
This
3,305.
is my time to shine. No challenge at all.
And that's where we end for today. I'll be back tomorrow most likely to continue with this. I'll see you.